Welcome everyone. In this session, I'm going to show you how to practice the question or practice assessment from the AAT website. Now, all of us know with the new syllabus AQ 2022, it is a little bit difficult or it is a little bit different compared to the last AQ 16 practice we have. Now, there are a few technical parts you have to know before you start practicing for your AAT practice assessment from the AAT portal. So let's have a look. How can you do that? The first thing you have to do, you have to log in to your My AAT portal. So once you log in, you're going to look at this page. That will be your welcoming page. And the first thing you have to do, you have to click on the training and assessment. And after the training and assessment, the Lifeline portal. Now, if you already practice your question from there, you'll be able to see something maybe on your welcoming page. But if you're first time login, you're going to see exactly this page. So once you have this one, from the study support, we're going to find it out AAT Lifelong Learning Portal. So we have to click here and need to wait until the next window come up. The first thing you have to be careful what browser you are using. So if you use Microsoft, or if you use Mozilla Firefox, you need to make sure you have download some additional software plugin for that. But the most easiest one is to use the Chrome. So if you use the Google Chrome, it will be more easier for you and easy to open. So from here, you can see here on the bottom, you're going to look at your goals. And here you can see we have a diploma in accounting and the foundation certificate in bookkeeping, level 2. Accounting, whatever, all the modules are here. So let's say I want to look at our level 3 AQ 2022. So I want to open, and from here I like to open any paper I like to practice. For example, I want to open the management accounting. So I click the management accounting, and it will take you. It will be open. We're going to see some information that give us some green light test and give us some practice assessment. But the most technical part is here. Unless you have done some plugin, you will not be able to practice this question at home. For example, if I click here, practice assessment, and I'm going to look at a few things. For example, practice assessment 1 and the mark scheme, and the practice assessment 2 and the mark scheme. But if I try to open it, it's not going to work unless I do some plugin. So you have to make sure you have a plugin for that. So what does that mean? For example, if you have any other browser, for example, let's say you use Microsoft or Mozilla Firefox, any other browser, make sure you use the PSI in application plugin and activating network framework. So they have to make sure you do that. But if you use the Chrome, all you have to do, you have to click here, the Chrome plugin. So I'm using the Chrome. So all you have to do, you have to click the Chrome plugin, and you have to just click here, please select here to continue to your browser. So I have done already this one. So of course, one would show first time is not added. You can see here on the, is this extension is already added with my browser or not. So you can see here, it's a remove from Chrome. So for you, all you have to do, you have to click here and you have to say add extension, and you have to wait a little bit, a minute. And after that, it will say like the PSI has successfully added with your Chrome, or the plugin already successfully added with the extension. So once it's done, then we have to go back again to your the practice assessment again. And now you will be able to practice this question. So if you see like it is not coming, and if it is showing some errors, sometimes the message or the error notification can come like the serious error found by the PSI. This is very common, so you need to make sure you do this thing. You need to make sure you download the PSI application plugin or activating network framework. If you don't do it, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure you do it if you use any other browser. But for the Chrome, just use the Chrome plugin, should be fine. So once we've done this one, so we click the practice assessments. If I click that, it will take me to the next page. And please select here to continue and click here, open, and it will take me to the little bit until the page will load up. And obviously, like this is a little bit different than AQ 16, where we have to practice the question from the surpass viewer. That was quite straightforward, but this is a little bit tricky, I found. And I'm sure like so many students, they said the same thing. I have received a lot of email from the students saying it's not working sometimes. Even on the exam time, you have to make sure when you do the exam, when you use the PSI bridge, You need to make sure like no other computer, no other screen. The computer should have only one screen. No other software should be open. Otherwise, it can give you some trouble. And also like a few things you have to know. For example, now we can see it is open. And once it is open, we'll be able to look at our information from here. And when we read the first page, after that we can say continue, and we can start our assessment. One more thing you'll see, like if you try to scroll down, for example, if I try to take it out, it will start sometimes like jumping like that. It is very common for this software. I don't know why it's happened, but it's very common. Like even during the exam time, it's happened. So if you try to scroll down, even though you hold it and try to come, or if you use the mouse, it still is same, like it's jumping from here to there. So you need to make sure you hold it a little bit and it will be stopped. So but that's how you can only do it. But this one is not very, I would say, like the way we used to do the practice from the Sarpas viewer. It is a little bit different than that. So you need to be get used to it, this thing. Hopefully it will help you to practice from your AAT website for the new AQA 2022 papers. Thank you very much.